Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sui here, and how's it going? I know it's been a little bit. I can assure you, I've just been distracted with playing a bunch of Elden Ring, but hey, I'm here now, and we're doing a Mage build video. So, this is obviously going to be pure intelligence. Let's go and take a look at the stats here. Level 150, because that's just a nice level to chill at. In terms of invasions and co-op, it's just a nice level to relax at. Vigor 55, Mind 38, Endurance 25, Strength 16, Dexterity 20, Intelligence 80. Faith and Arcane are still the defaults. The class that I started with was Prisoner, in case you're wondering. Some pretty solid health, FP, and stamina. It's just something for comfort when it comes to being a mage. And yeah, let's get into the equipment. Dark Moon Greatsword, I love this thing. Moon Veil, yeah, I know, it's the Moon Veil. Most of you already kind of know about this thing, but Dark Moon Greatsword, that's where it's at. Carrion Regal Scepter, Rift Shield with the parry weapon art default. If I were to change it, it would probably be with Carrion Retaliation. Your average fashion, you know, gotta be nice and appealing. In terms of talismans, we run the Graven Mask Talisman, greatly raises potency of sorceries. Radagon Sword Seal greatly raises attributes but also increases damage taken, which is about 7% or 10%, something like that. You see, normally I wouldn't be able to wield my weapons, but thanks to the Sword Seal, it gives me just enough stats to wield my weapons without any issues, so I can invest points in other places. Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which is going to help me negate the Radagon Sword Seal. Because normally with this armor and the Sword Seal, my defense values are in the negative. But thanks to this talisman here, which you find at the Haligtree area, it's going to help me negate the damage taken by quite a large bit. So honestly, I do love this specific talisman, as it helps me survive a little more. Then the Radagon Icon. Shortens spell casting time, all around just pretty nice quality of life talisman. If you don't care too much about casting time, then you're going to swap that out, really. It's not something that's super necessary, but I just like to have it for that little bit of extra speed, you know? And that's going to be that for the equipment. Well, with the stats out of the way, how about the actual spells, Sui? And well, here we are. First one up is going to be Ronnie's Dark Moon. That does magic and frostbite, with a additional effect of making the target you hit 30% weaker to magic damage. Just all around very helpful, especially during bosses. Adula's Moonblade, which, you know, of course does magic and ice, and, you know, overall kind of just does a shitload of damage, I'm not gonna lie. You can keep tapping it to do follow-ups with it though, it's pretty nice. All around just a fantastic spell. It's got a pretty large hitbox, the wave, and just overall does a shitload of damage. The Carrion Piercer, which can also be charged for that little bit of extra oomph. There you go. Overall, pretty nice spell. I like to use it just for, like, you know, just poke, or maybe during roll catching as well. It's a pretty decent thing you can use to roll catch people. It's pretty nice. It's also nice in PvE as well. Great Blade Phalanx. I hope I am saying that right. Phalanx. I hope I am. And you already know what that is. Yeah. Just that. It's pretty nice. Just to have something to either hit any enemy that you're currently looking at with, or something just to make players worry about. You know, because at some point they're gonna have to dodge this. And with this, you can mix it with other spells as well, just to create chaos with it. Speaking of other spells to mix it with, you can use Stars of Ruin on top of it. So, which of course, Stars of Ruin is also nice. A large amount of projectiles that just persist and attack enemies. So of course with this, you can use the Great Blade Phalanx and then use Stars of Ruin, so that when you see that the Great Blade Phalanx is about to fire, you can do it instead with this as well to follow up with it. All around, just kind of barraging your target with something. At that point, you should probably hit them with it. If not, then well, they must be really great at dodging. So yeah, that's Great Blade Phalanx and Stars of Ruin. As for the other two, Gavel of Haima, I hope I am also saying that right. Now, sure, this spell isn't necessary, but come on. Look at that. It's a fucking bonking stick. It's a fucking magical bonk. Which also has a follow-up, but the follow-up is slow, so I recommend doing it one by one, honestly. Nothing long enough that. You see how long that takes? I'd rather just do it once, do it again. Or, of course, you can do the follow-ups. There isn't too much of a difference, but it's just a little bit slower. All around, just a fun spell, though, because, you know, a bonk with an AoE. Very nice. And for the last one here, we're going to use the Cannon of Haima as well. A pretty big little explodey boy here. Yeah. Consumes a bit of FP, but hey, you cannot tell me this isn't cool. Oh yeah. And does pretty solid damage too, and since it's an explosion, it's going to have a nice area of effect to it as well. And yeah, that's going to be that for the spells I use for this build. Take a look at the stats one more time. These are some pretty solid stats, I'd say. And of course, the strength and dexterity are being boosted by the Source Heal once again, just to help out. But yeah, that's going to be the build and the spells for my Mage build in this game. So that's going to be this build video wrapped up. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Who knows, maybe you might even use the build yourself. Or maybe you might even look at it and be like, you know what, this is good, but it can be better, which is also a good thing. It's just the way that I like to use the build, but of course you are free to make your own changes and adjustments as you will. And yeah, I do intend on doing more of these. I do have more characters and builds that I like to show, but of course I'd like to work on them a little more and make sure that I'm, like, I guess, a little more confident in the builds. But yeah, I do intend to do more build videos for this game and other videos for it as well. And yeah, I do intend to be, I guess, more, how do I say, I guess, present in terms of these videos. And, you know, of course, you know, talking more. I'm trying my best not to stutter, but hey, give me a break here. I'm trying. But yeah, you know how this goes. My name is Sui, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.